You saved your soulmate without even knowing it. Chosen one. God is giving them to you right now. My child, pay close attention because what I'm about to tell you is very important. You saved your soulmate without even knowing it. And if you don't pay attention to what I'm going to say, you might miss a miracle that is already on its way to you. This is about God's timing, secret protection, and a love that I have kept safe. You need to stay to the end because I'm putting something valuable in order, and comprehending it will help your heart get ready to receive it. Say, Amen. You saved your soulmate without knowing it because you chose mercy over bitterness at a time when it could have taken root in you. You didn't become mean when you were injured, even though you were left alone. You didn't curse love itself. You listened to me even when you were weak, which protected a future union that I planned long before you were born. There was a time when what you did changed a course you couldn't see. You prayed for someone you didn't know. You forgiven someone who didn't deserve it. You left a relationship that seemed beautiful on the outside but would have ruined the one I had chosen for you. By following that order, you spared your partner from heartbreak, upheaval, and spiritual damage that would have set both of you back for years. You think love is random, but I don't move at random. I protect destinies. I change the direction of footsteps. I close doors that look immaculate because they hide storms that are going on inside. What you felt was loss was really a way to safeguard two hearts that were destined to meet intact, not broken beyond repair. You have always had a longing inside of you that was stronger than just wanting anything. That desire wasn't a sign of weakness. It was a sign of strength. I put it there to show that your soul knows what is in store for you. You weren't being punished for being alone. You were being refined. If you feel this stirring in your spirit, please like the video before I go on. What I'm about to say is a blessing that can provide hope to someone who is about to give up. You are not waiting because I forgot about you. You are waiting because timing is important. Your soulmate had to change. You have to grow up. You both have to let go of some chains. Some wounds needed to heal. If you had met before, you would have loved each other through weakness instead of power. You saved them by being faithful. You secured your future home by saying no to temptation. You made a link stronger that you couldn't see when you honored me in secret. You kept the trust that will always be there between you by choosing to be pure in thought and behavior. You sobbed some nights because your relationships didn't work out. You asked me why I let disappointment happen again. You didn't see that each ending brought you closer to the person who brings you peace. Every heartbreak acted as a filter. Every holdup was a shield. Your sweetheart has to deal with problems too. They messed up. They didn't know what to do. But even though they were confused, my hand kept on them because of the promise I made to both of you. Your prayers made a shield for someone whose name you didn't know. Comment 1212. I'm delivering them to you now since the time has changed. What was once planning is now come to pass. At first, you will see minor signals, like a new group of friends, a sudden change in your schedule, or a conversation that feels different from all the others. Don't rush this. I move with care when I do. You will know them not by how wonderful they look on the outside, but by how peaceful they are on the inside. There will be familiarity but no past. You won't have to do anything to feel relaxed. You won't feel like you have to do anything or prove yourself. You stopped them from getting into a bad marriage by breaking a cycle that had been going on for generations in your own life. You changed the spiritual atmosphere of your future marriage the moment you opted to heal instead of going through the same old cycles. That choice had effects that you couldn't grasp. You feel more stable now than you did years ago for a reason. I made you stronger without you knowing. I taught you to be patient when you wanted to hurry. I taught you how to value yourself when you wanted to settle. When charm tried to trick you, I taught you how to tell the truth. This marriage won't be based on need. It will be built with a purpose. You both have things to do besides being romantic. You two will help others, support their aspirations, and make a home where I can be at ease. I know there were times when you weren't sure if you were lovable. You looked at how you were different from other people. You could have believed you had missed your chance. But I don't lose sight of my fate. I keep what I promise. The one I'm bringing will be able to see you clearly. They won't be unsure of how much you are worth. They won't see you as just a temporary thing. They will know that your spirit feels like home because I made it that way. Don't be frightened to be open. You needed the walls you erected to stay alive, but you don't need them anymore. I'm teaching you how to love without being afraid because the love I provide will not hurt you. Have faith that I am in charge of the meetings and the timing. Have faith that what seemed like quiet was really preparation. Have faith that what seemed to be taking a long time was actually being made better. What if a tiny 7-second brain exercise could get rid of your debt and make you truly rich? A secret CIA paper has shown that a simple 7-second strategy is currently helping regular people get out of debt and make money. Top neuroscience labs have tested this simple home exercise, and it's helping people live better lives by solving their money difficulties. People are getting new cars, residences, and trips, but you could lose this information at any time, before it goes away. Click the link in the comments and description. What I'm doing now is more than just having a meeting with someone. I am fixing what life tried to change in both of you. You have both gone through seasons that changed who you are. But those seasons were never designed to decide what your future would be like. I let you grow, but I didn't put you in a place where you would be alone forever. I am ending my time of being alone and letting God into my life. Your partner has felt the same quiet need that you have. They have prayed for clarity even though they don't know what you look like. They told me to get rid of anything that would get in the way of the right connection in ways you can't see. I have been answering both of you at the same time. You need to know that when you chose to grow instead of staying resentful, you changed the spiritual energy around your future. There were times when you could have made your heart hard and said that love wasn't worth the danger. You choose to keep your heart open to me instead. That transparency is what let me maintain shaping your future marriage without any problems. This connection won't feel forced. It will feel stable. You will see that talks go smoothly without any problems or confusion. The peace you feel will prove to me that this isn't a distraction but an alignment. Comment 333. I'm not putting them into your life to fill a void. You are already entire, so I am bringing them. This marriage is strong because you learned to be whole while you were waiting. Individuals who are broken can hold on to one another out of fear, while individuals who are healed can build out of strength. There were moments when you wondered why certain relationships ended so suddenly. You thought about what you could have done differently by replaying discussions in your head. You didn't see that I was keeping your soulmate from coming into your life while you were still stuck in the incorrect relationship. I was keeping you both from getting hurt for no reason. Your obedience has always paid off. You were protecting the future I wrote every time you refused to settle and walked away from someone who didn't recognize your worth. That discipline could have made you feel alone, but it was strong. You weren't just protecting your own heart. You were also protecting a promise that hadn't been made yet. The one I am bringing will see how strong you are. They will look up to you for growing instead of feeling threatened by it. They won't try to take your calling away from you. Instead, they will help and encourage what I have put inside you. The timing of this encounter is special in some way. You would have loved each other through your insecurities if it had happened earlier. You will now adore each other because you understand each other. You have learned to be patient, and they have learned to be humble. Don't let worry tell you that this is too good to be true. Fear often comes up just before you get what you want. The enemy would rather you doubt what I'm sending before it even gets there. Stay strong in your faith. You might not understand right away that this is the person you once unintentionally shielded when you meet. It might start with a simple chat, a laugh, or a moment of unexpected consolation. But as time goes on, you'll feel that this relationship is important and has a purpose. You will feel like it was directed. Instead of worrying, I want you to get your heart ready with thanks. Thankfulness brings peace. Anxiety leads to misunderstanding. How you think about this approaching season will affect how you feel about it. Say, 7777. I'm also working on the practical details behind the scenes. Changes are being made to places, timetables, chances, and introductions so that you can meet up naturally. What seems normal on the outside will actually be set up by God. Don't take minor moments for granted. Your partner has developed because of the things they've been through. They have been let down and learnt lessons that made them less angry. They needed those teachings so that they wouldn't take you for granted when they met you. I'm getting rid of the last bits of doubt in you. There are still little anxieties in your mind that tell you you might not be good enough. I'm slowly taking those lies away. I made you on purpose, so you are more than enough. This marriage won't be ideal in the way that most people think of perfection. It will be true. It will be based on honesty, forgiveness, and a shared religion. It will show that I'm there because I'm at the core of it. You might be wondering why it took so long. Time wasn't a punishment. It was a chance to get ready. I was teaching you how to be independent so you wouldn't cling to people out of need. Your sweetheart was also learning how to be independent. I don't join two lives together to make one dependent on the other. I bring two lives together to make a partnership. You don't know how important that difference is. As this season goes on, stay grounded in prayer. Be open to my advice and keep your spirit open. Don't get ahead of me, and don't be afraid to move slowly. The love I am bringing will feel safe. It won't make you hide or reduce your dreams. It will honor the calling I gave you. You will help each other's faith grow. Don't forget that you were picked for more than just love. This partnership is part of a bigger plan. I will show healing and faithfulness via it. As this new season gets closer, I want you to see how much you've grown. You are not the same person who formerly sought for small amounts of love. You are not the same person who thought intensity was destiny. I have changed how you think about love so that you won't confuse it with something that won't last when it comes to you. Could a CIA-revealed brain ritual be the fastest way to a life of luxury? Newly discovered CIA research has found a strong brainwave approach that is helping regular people get rich nearly right away. For neuroscience labs have confirmed that this 7-second practice at home is helping people go from being in debt to owning their dream homes, automobiles, and vacations. You are lucky to see this page because it could be taken down shortly. To find out the secret before it goes away, click the link in the comments and description. While you were waiting, there was a secret interaction going on. I was making your soulmate stronger while you were giving up your hopes and dreams to me. While you were getting over your disappointment, I was taking things out of their life that would have hurt your future together. You both missed the big picture, but my hand stayed firm across both paths. You saved your soulmate not just by what you did, but also by what you didn't do. You didn't pursue after what I urged you to let go of. You didn't want to settle for partnerships that made you feel drained instead of alive. That obedience had a ripple effect that went beyond what you experienced. You stopped a series of events that would have delayed both of you when you walked away from what seemed easy. If you had attached yourself to the wrong person, your soulmate would have found you at the wrong time, with wounds you were never intended to get. I protected them by holding back. Comment 11. I know there were evenings when you felt like no one saw you. You weren't sure if anyone really saw how deep your heart was, but I watched every tear, every prayer you said in silence, and every time you chose faith over anger. There was nothing squandered while you were waiting. The one I'm bringing is sensitive enough to see your calm strength. They will see things that other people missed. They will know that you care about the people around you. They won't see you as normal since they have been taught to appreciate what is real. I'm not just aligning my feelings, I'm also aligning my tasks. You will go through seasons that need you to be together. There will be times when one of you feels weak and the other is strong. You will enjoy your successes more when you are there for each other. When the moment comes, don't be afraid to be open. You know how to protect your heart. But now I'm going to show you how to open it carefully. Being brave is not the same as being careless. I'm calling you to be brave. Your partner is likewise ready to deal with your history with kindness. They won't judge you for the scars you have. They won't hold your past against you. Instead, they will celebrate the growth that resulted from your struggles. There will be proof beyond feeling. I will speak through peace, sensible advice, and being consistent. This bond won't be based on big gestures alone. It will last as long as you stay devoted. Say, 555. Know that the enemy wants to keep you from getting to this alignment. Old patterns might try to come back. People you know may come back with hollow promises. These are tests of your ability to see things clearly, not symptoms of a delay. Stay strong in the maturity you have achieved. Don't go back to doors I've already closed. The past is no longer yours. I need to be clear about the future I planned. Your soulmate is now ready for you in the same way that you are. They are no longer confused. They have faced their fears. They have learned from what they did wrong. When you eventually see each other, it will feel like two paths coming together at the exact place. You will both be excited, but you will also be grateful. You both know that this didn't happen by chance. I am not just bringing you together for love. I am also bringing you together to make a difference. Your marriage will show that there is stability in a world that often praises turbulence. People around you will see the proof of my advice. There will be times when you both remember how close you came to making a different choice. That knowledge will make you humble. You will enjoy each other more because you realize how hard it was to get here. Don't listen to that little voice in your head that says, "You are late." You are not late. My timing is not too fast or too slow. It is exact. As this goes on, keep taking care of your relationship with me. Don't let the gift of friendship take the place of the giver. When I stay in the center, love grows instead of disappearing. I am helping you get rid of the last bits of insecurity. You are not too much. You are not too hard to understand. You are not too broken. You are the one. The love that is coming your way won't ask you to change who you are. It will help you become even more like the person I made you to be. Not by pressure, but through natural growth. As you get ready to accept this blessing, work on being patient and happy. Trust-based anticipation is a strong force. It keeps your heart open without making things happen. You thought that love would make everything better that hurt inside you. That belief made you open to false ideas. I had to teach you that I am the one who heals, not another person. I could only trust you with what I promised after you realized the reality. Your soulmate had a similar revelation. They used to look for affirmation in areas that couldn't support them. They used to think that attention was love. But I let them be disappointed so they might learn how to tell the difference. You were asking for clarity in your prayers, and they were asking for direction. They were asking me to get rid of distractions while you were asking me to get rid of uncertainty. Your prayers joined in the spirit long before your eyes will meet in real life. Please think about how you grew up. You learned to pay attention to my whisper instead of the cacophony around you. You learned to stop and think before you act. You learned that sometimes stepping away is an act of faith. Say, 999. Those teachings weren't random. They were making you into the kind of partner you would be. The person I'm bringing doesn't need to be flawless. They need to be real. They need someone who knows what grace is because they've been through it. At some point, you'll feel inside that something is different. It won't be too much in a disorganized sense. It will be steady and stable. That firmness will be my mark. Don't expect this connection to be like the ones you've had before. You might get it wrong if you use old standards to judge it. This love will be deep and strong, but quiet. Before it shows branches, it will sprout roots. Can a 7-second routine really change bad financial situations into good ones? A brief money ritual that is already transforming lives has come to light thanks to a secret CIA-backed study. 4 neuroscience labs have given it their stamp of approval. It teaches your brain to attract money. People who used to have a hard time are now living their best life, with nice homes, new cars, and trips. But this information might not stay on the internet. Before it gets permanently deleted, click on the description and comments now. I have seen you doubt yourself at times. You thought about whether you were being too careful now. You were afraid that keeping your heart safe would make you cold. But wisdom isn't being frigid, it's being clear. Your soulmate has also learned how to be patient. They won't push you to be vulnerable before you're ready. They will honor your limits because they know how important trust is. At some point in both of your lives, you could have made one wrong choice that would have changed everything. But even when I was weak, my mercy stepped in. I changed the subject of conversations. I changed chances. I stopped attachments that would have pulled you apart. You may never know how many times I protected this union before you were aware of it. But one day you will understand how deeply I orchestrated it and feel humbled by it. 222. I'm phoning you now to get ready emotionally, not by chasing results, but by building a stronger base. Keep taking care of your peace. Keep protecting your honesty. The person you meet who is your soulmate must be in line with who I have made you. Don't let impatience make you anxious. Impatience tells you that something is missing. Faith says that something is coming together. Make a choice to have faith. Your soulmate won't come to you in a dream. They will come as a real person with a real story to tell. They will have good and bad things about them. But the difference is that you will both be willing to grow together instead of running away from things that make you uncomfortable. This love won't make you give up on your dreams. It will make them bigger. You will find new possibilities together because being together makes your vision stronger. You shouldn't forget that this union also has a spiritual side. When two people who have learned to give up come together, they make a covering that will protect future generations. You can't yet see how your obedience today will affect tomorrow. I have been patient with you because what I am making through you is important. Cracks appear in foundations that are rushed. Strong foundations last. You used to be afraid you had missed your chance. You saw other people move forward while you felt stuck. But what seemed like a delay was really alignment. I was making sure that you didn't regret stepping into this new chapter. You will see how close this blessing has been, and you will know that I was never far away. I did it on purpose. Keep trusting me with the details. Don't worry too much about how or when. Work on becoming the person who can take care of what I send. Your story is not normal. The fact that you saved your soulmate without knowing shows how interconnected destinies are in my plan. Your small acts of obedience had an effect that will last forever. I'm proud of how much you've grown. I'm happy that you learned to be humble. It means a lot to me that you kept believing even when there wasn't much proof. You will need to be open this season. You will have to let go of old stories that say love always hurts. I'm rewriting that story for you. Stand up with confidence. Not arrogance but assurance. You don't want scraps. You are getting what was written about you from the start. I want you to really understand this. The love I'm giving you isn't just because of how I feel. It is based on a goal. Feelings can change, but purpose stays the same. Your soulmate has learned lessons that made them more patient. They used to rush into relationships without thinking. They once thought that excitement meant being in line. But I didn't punish them. I taught them through experience. You were learning how to set limits. and they were learning how to be humble. While you were working on your sense of self, they were dealing with their own fears. I was developing balance in both of you so that when you stand together, neither of you will overpower the other. Comment 15:15. There were moments when loneliness pressed heavily on your chest. You felt the silence of your room and wondered why companionship seemed distant. Yet even in those quiet hours, I was nearer than you realized. I was building emotional endurance inside you. You saved your soulmate in ways that went beyond visible action. When you chose not to respond to temptation, you shifted the direction of your life. When you declined relationships that looked appealing but felt wrong in your spirit, you protected a future that had not yet arrived. If you had ignored my voice, your path would have intertwined with someone who could not carry your destiny. That entanglement would have delayed your true union. But because you listened, even when it hurt, I preserved both of you. This next season will reveal the fruit of that obedience. You will begin to notice a sense of anticipation that feels peaceful instead of anxious. That is my spirit preparing you. Your soulmate is not unaware of growth. They have faced their own moments of correction. They have recognized where pride once stood and replaced it with sincerity. They have let go of patterns that once sabotaged their relationships. When your lives intersect, you will not meet as two unfinished versions of yourselves. You will meet as two people who have chosen growth over comfort. Comment 1010. I also want you to release comparison. Watching others marry or settle down may have stirred doubt in you. You questioned if you were behind. But destiny is not a race. It is a design. Some unions were allowed quickly because their purpose was simple. Yours required depth. Depth takes time. Do not measure your story by someone else's timeline. The weight of what I am building through you demanded careful preparation. Rushing it would have weakened the foundation. There is something sacred about knowing you did not compromise to arrive here. You did not silence your convictions to keep someone interested. You did not trade your values for temporary comfort. Have you heard about the secret ritual the government does not want people to know? Imagine if just 7 seconds could clear your debts and bring wealth effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 top neuroscience labs confirm this is real. Families that were having trouble are now moving into their ideal homes and are at peace. But this secret could be made public at any point. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. That strength will be recognized. Your soulmate will admire the integrity you carry. They will not feel threatened by it. They will feel secure because they value it. 2. As you move closer to this meeting, I need you to guard your thoughts. Doubt can whisper that you imagine this promise. Fear can suggest that nothing is changing. But trust is stronger than fear. I am orchestrating details beyond your vision. Conversations are being arranged. Circumstances are shifting. Hearts are being softened. When you sense a new energy entering your life, do not retreat in suspicion. Test it with prayer. Yes, but do not close yourself before clarity comes. I have not taught you wisdom so that you would hide from blessing. Your soulmate will recognize your faith. They will see that your relationship with me shaped your character. That recognition will create respect. Together you will create an atmosphere of encouragement. You will remind each other of purpose when one feels weary. You will celebrate victories with gratitude rather than pride. I also want you to know that challenges will still exist. Love does not erase difficulty. But difficulty will not divide you because you both have learned surrender. When conflict arises, you will choose understanding over ego. When misunderstandings appear, you will seek truth instead of accusation. That maturity is part of the preparation I completed in you. You once feared vulnerability because past experiences left scars, but I am replacing fear with discernment. Vulnerability guided by wisdom leads to intimacy, not harm. There will be a moment when you look back and realize how precisely I aligned everything.